Woo, look at it go. What's up guys, and I just got myself a PS5 and the adaptive triggers on this DualSense controller are insane and I just wanted to show you guys. Now I'm actually streaming my PS5 to my MacBook right here via the PlayStation Remote Play because I tried filming it in front of my TV and it didn't look very pretty, so we're just going to do it this way. Now using Remote Play is super easy. All you got to do is just download the app from the PlayStation Store to your Mac and then link it to your PlayStation and that's it. It's good to go. The only downside is that the only way to use it with the DualSense controller is to have it hardlined in. Now the DualSense uses a USB-C input right there, and thankfully the MacBook has USB-C, so I just used the charging cable that came with it, with my MacBook, and then I just connect them and bada bing bada boom, good to go. If you need a USB connector or adapter, you can just use the one that comes with the PlayStation, so still works. And the cool thing too about using Remote Play with the DualSense through your Mac is, first I'll cover up my screen name for my game just for privacy, then we'll hop right in, I already have it loaded, is that the adaptive triggers and the haptic feedback still work. So that's a major plus, so that's pretty cool. Oh, and if you're wondering what this is just the Control Freak extender right there. It's actually for the PS4, but it fits perfectly fine on the PS5 controller. Anywho, aside from this annoying wire, the left trigger has tension for the aiming down the sights, and the right trigger has the trigger brake and recoil if it's an automatic weapon. And here's a closer look at how the tension looks on the aiming. You can see it's got some tension right there. And then here's what it looks like for the trigger. You ready for this? This is the best part. Look at that. Yeah, I'm using the M60 because it's got plenty of ammo for this. Now what's cool is you get the trigger brake, and then after you break the trigger, it just recoils, as you can see on the gun. And we'll do that again. You see the trigger brake right there. Trigger brake, and then the recoil. Now this doesn't show quite as well because it's a small trigger and small movement, so I found a way to better show it so you can really see just how much recoil it gives. Alright, what I'm going to do is attach my handy dandy plastic spoon right here to my trigger, like so. And now, with the trigger extended because of the spoon, check this out. Look at that. Look at it go. You can see it's so much better because of that spoon extension right there. And it's just awesome. And the cool thing is that the recoil actually changes based on the gun that you use. I'm going to go and switch up to my other loadout there, and then I'm just going to kill myself like so. Bye-bye. Alright, now I have the MP5. We'll just go back outside where it's much brighter. And now, take a look at how fast the MP5 goes. It's insane. Look at that. It's so awesome. And here's a side-by-side comparison showing just how different the fire rates are. The top is the MP5 and the bottom is the M60. Here's the AK-47. Not quite as fast as the MP5, but still faster than the 60. Here's the Uzi. And here's the M16 with the 3-round burst fire. Alright, now switching over to the single shot weapons here, you'll notice that there's the trigger brake and then there's a slight kickback. Let's see if you can see it. You see that? If I just push down and hold it to kind of hold back the kickback, that's what it should look like, but this is what it actually does. As you can see, there's a little bit of kickback. Same thing when I switch to the 1911 here, the pistol. There's the trigger brake. It's a little harder trigger brake actually. And then you get a little bit of kickback right there. And it's kind of cool because the kickback, it can either be like for the 1911, like when the slide hits all the way back, so you have the recoil initially and then the slide hits back and then you get that kickback, or for the little rifle right here, since it's a bolt action and nothing moves, it actually can kind of be like a trigger reset, because in a real gun, when you fire it and then you slowly release the trigger back forward, you will feel that click of the trigger resetting. So this kind of simulates that, which is actually really awesome. And just for a little bit of fun, here's the Rpd Light Machine Gun, and let's just go ham. Alright, now moving to the other trigger here. On the left you have the tension for aiming down the sights, and the M60 is one of the heaviest ones. Same thing with the Barrett sniper rifle. But when I switch over to the Magnum pistol right here, or revolver, it's nice and light. Now it's hard to really show across the camera just how much pressure I'm putting, so I've devised another way to show you with my handy dandy rubber band. Alright, we're gonna go and put the rubber band right here. I'm gonna have to put my finger here to hold it, because if I don't, it just kind of slides off, as you can see. So I'll put my finger here. This is the revolver. I'll pull there and look at how much the rubber band's stretching. Do that again. And then we'll go and switch over to the M60, and this is going to blow your mind. Check out the rubber band. Look how far it stretches. It's still not going. Now it goes. Look at that difference. Okay, it kind of slipped off there. We'll do that again, but just look at how far you have to pull back before it finally activates. That's just how much pressure, that's how much difference the tension is with these adaptive triggers. And here's a side by side of those two, so you can see just how big the difference is in tension between the different guns. Alright, now let's go and switch over to the other side, to the trigger, to show you just how different the trigger breaks are in regards to the pressure. Now I have the Pellington 703 sniper rifle because it has one of the lightest trigger pulls. Kind of strange. It used to be hard, but then the update made it lighter. Anyways, watch the stretch on the rubber band. I'll hold it again so it doesn't slip off. Oh, there we go. Wow, double tap right there. But as you can see, I'll put my finger off so you can kind of see. Hopefully it doesn't slip. Yep, see how light that is? Then I switch over to the 1911, which is a pistol, and strangely, check this out. It's very hard trigger pull. I don't know why there's such a huge difference. I guess it makes sense because the sniper rifle should be nice and crisp and easy so you don't lose your shot, but dang, the pistol is like, the 1911 is extremely hard. Just look at that. Come on, there we go. All right, now let's go and switch over to my favorite M60, the Rambo right there. Where is it? There it is. And then we'll just kill myself there so that we can get that. Okay, got the M60 out. One thing that's bad about the remote play is that there is lag, and every so often it'll just kick you because it loses connection, so I wouldn't make it my first priority, but it's still a good option. All right, here's the M60. You can see the stretch already. I'm just gonna keep pulling, come on, there we go. All right, super hard. Okay, do that again, and come on. Oh, ow. Okay, do that again, so try not to slap myself this time, and there you go. Look at that. Alright, I have now switched over to the MP5. Here's that trigger break. As you can see, it's kind of on par with the M60 there. It's a tad bit lighter, just ever so slightly. There's that right there. And just for fun, if you guys remember those old turbo controllers there, we'll just go and wrap that around. And there you go. Running around full auto. Look, ma, no hands. It even reloads automatically too. Just keeps on going. Alright, now one thing I do have to point out is when it comes to total immersion in single player, these adaptive triggers are just bar none. You can't compare it to anything. It's just incredible, and it really gets you into the game because you feel the weight of the weapon, and then you also feel the recoil. You just really feel part of it. But when it comes to multiplayer, where every fraction of a second counts, these actually, I don't think they're very good because the tension here and then the tension you have to put to just break the trigger to make it go, those fractions of a second are enough to just, be the difference between winning and losing. But thankfully, you can turn them off. Just go into the settings here, scroll down to settings, and then scroll all the way down to trigger effect right down here. Switch it to disabled, and just like that, bada bing, bada boom, the adaptive triggers are turned off, and it's just like normal. And of course, here's my spoon back again, so you can see that there is absolutely no adaptive trigger response whatsoever. And here's the M60 Rambo gun again to show you that it's turned off. It's so much boringer without the adaptive triggers. It feels so old gen. Oh, and just for a fun multiplayer tidbit, you can actually hide C4 in the body right here. That's just lying down there. As you can see, you don't see it. You don't see the light. You don't see nothing. Somebody walks by, they're like, boom, bye-bye. Yeah, maybe I shouldn't have stood so close. But anywho dudes, that has been my demonstration for you of the awesome adaptive triggers and the PlayStation Remote Play, which for the most part it's workable. There's some lag unfortunately, but if somebody needs to use the main TV and you want to keep playing, it is a good second option. And hopefully you found this useful, or at the very least entertaining enough to hold you over until Sony fixes their supply chain issues, which, I mean, honestly, I have a feeling they might have done it on purpose, because what great way to sell your system than to have scarcity and high demand and just make everybody go, ah, so that when they see it, they buy it instantly, regardless of the incredible price tag. Me personally, I actually got lucky and I just scrolled on to Best Buy a while back, and it was like off hours, off schedule, and everything like that. And I guess nobody really knew that it was up for pre-order, and I just added it to my cart. Then I hit, check out about 30 times, and then it finally checked out, and there you go. I got my PlayStation 5 here, and I was able to use Best Buy's no finance credit card, so definitely love that. Wait, no finance? No interest credit card. Yeah, you know what I mean. But anyways, as always, thanks for watching, and whoo, look at those glass shards fall. Kind of fun, actually. Although I probably should have more people playing. I'm just doing Team Deathmatch all by myself because I don't have PlayStation Plus, because I normally play on Xbox. But I might just have to get PlayStation Plus because I have this on PlayStation. But anyways, thanks for watching as always, and until the next time, peace.
No.